Up only.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Up only.
Hello and welcome to UpOnly.tv. Without Mark Cuban, you do hear Cobie in the background, but you just hear Cobie. I'm not showing him yet. We brought you a special guest anyway. Before we do the reveal on the guest who has saved us, you need to know that this episode is going to be great. And it's brought to you by Blockfolio. Go to uponly.tv/Blockfolio. You can download it today. You can trade with zero fees. You can experience the glory of trading on Blockfolio. uponly.tv/Blockfolio. We're thankful to have them as our partner, fully powered by FTX. Start trading there today. Now, for our guest, welcome, Niraj.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm not quite Mark Cuban, but I'll try. I'll do.
All right.
I don't know as much about NFTs as he does.
So my first question for you is what's it like to own the Mavs? Shit.
One day, I'll buy some esports team or something. I'll be like the nerd version.
All right, so we're going until you hit 100K, right? We're just non-stop until 100K followers.
I mean, I'll do it. I'll stay live with you all till I get 6,000 more followers. So
You only need 6,000?
I need 6,000 followers, and the only reason that this is happening is because my good friend Nick Carter decided that we were in a competition.
All right.
And even though
Here's the deal. We are not ending this stream until Niraj hits 100K.
I'm satisfied with 99,000 followers or 94,000 followers, but being a small account, I feel like I can really work with the people. So I don't know if I'm worried that 100,000 might change me. I feel indie right now.
The chat asks if your name is actually Bark Bubin.
Bark Bubin. It is not. If anything, it's Indian Mark Cuban. Someone can.
I forgot there was a chat. I'm not even watching chat. Fuck.
Yeah, they're having a good time with us. All right, so I'm taking blame. I took a confirmation as a different type of confirmation, and we don't have Mark Cuban today. You may see that, but we have Niraj. Niraj is a world famous Twitterer. Has maybe the most famous umbrella in the entire world.
Yeah.
Was that actually your umbrella, or did you?
No, it was my. So the story was the company, the guy in the company, he left his umbrella there and it fell over while they were gone for the weekend. He still has it though. He's quite proud of it.
Wait, I've missed this entire thing. I see this all the time. There's something about you and an umbrella. But I have absolutely no idea what it is.
Okay. Well, I work in the Coin Center offices back when we went to offices is a WeWork. And one day saw my buddy who in a different office. I was like, what are you doing over here? He's like, you got to come check this out. And overnight, an umbrella that had been propped against the door in the office fell over and basically sealed the office shut. So they were completely locked out. And I guess WeWork didn't account for that idea. So there's literally no way to enter the office without that door being accessible. So it was like that for a full 2 days until finally so I tweeted about it and it blew up and it got a bunch of media attention because it was the same day that they pulled their IPO. So everyone just was ready to jump on anything WeWork related. And I found out later that the way they got it out was they had to drill through the ceiling. That's how they built the place. There's literally no way to access it. So since then, I've been the umbrella guy, and that's my thing.
Is this your most popular tweet?
No, the most popular was the snail tweet, which was a half asleep, stupid ass tweet where I posted some headlines about snails being mind controlled basically by scientists, and that got like 500,000 likes or something. So, but I'm still the umbrella guy. I think the snail guy was more of a fluke, whereas umbrella guy is like my brand. That's
umbrella guy is my brand. Wait, is there a umbrella with your face on it, like printed?
That somebody started a like a clothing store with my face on stuff. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
Yes, I recently saw this.
I think it's nirajathleisure.store. And so you can get like fanny packs and joggers and stuff like that. So I bet we could get an umbrella added to that. Like a golf umbrella. Sure.
Is it one of those ones where you just like put a picture on and if someone buys it, it gets made?
Yeah.
They didn't like, all right, fine. So it's like not got a pile of like clothes with your face on it at their house.
No. Maybe. But no, it's a drop ship. It's like a print on demand thing. And my friend got the fanny pack for her dog treats and it's good. My mom actually is like buying everything. She's like,
is that a dog? Is that a dog I can hear? Can we see the dog?
I do not.
That's my dog.
Oh, what? I thought we got a new dog. Can we see your dog anyway?
There's my store. Face masks and there's joggers. Oh wait, they've added stickers. It looks like that wasn't there.
Yeah, there's Niraj die cut stickers.
That's awesome.
This is a nice. I mean, I need these.
Wow. How come I don't have one of these? How come you're getting like so much Twitter clout and you only have like 990 whatever followers you got?
Like I said, it's
less than
all cred. There's actually more stuff on that store. There's like sweatshirts and stuff too. And that was I didn't ask for that.
I'm actually going to buy one. I'm going to wear it on the stream sometimes.
That would be fantastic.
All right. So I have all the questions from Mark Cuban that I'm not going to ask you. But the number one question that people want to know is like, what is your job, dude? Because it seems like you're just paid to sit on Twitter. Like, do you just sit on Twitter and get paid for it? Is like crypto Twitter your job?
It's a big part of the job because I work for Coin Center, which is a cryptocurrency think tank. And we lobby on behalf of the technology. So we are in
He's
DC.
the swamp.
We are the swamp people of crypto. So basically, what was it? 6 years ago, it became clear that somebody was going to have to explain all this to policymakers because it kind of runs into a lot of laws in unique ways. So we started Coin Center, and I'm the comms person for Coin Center. So it's actually a funny story. I got hired to do like PR, like comms, like you would think of it. And it turns out that literally nobody gave a fuck about Bitcoin back then, right? So like no journalist cared, nobody cared. I was horrible at my job. I couldn't get anything, right? And like they're kind of starting to think like, oh, we got to get rid of this guy. But then like all he does is sit around and tweet. And like that's basically all I did because I couldn't do anything else. And over time, it became clear that actually was the way to do comms now. Like literally just shit posting and building an audience gave me eventually kind of the access that I needed to be a credible person to media.
So eventually the standards of the job grew into what you already did.
Yeah, I built like basically I built this role as completely off of shit posting.
There's people that are watching in the chat being like, that is actually my dream job.
It's a good job. It's a good job. It's like
so there's these other people in the company. We got Jerry, we got Robin, we got Peter, and we got Anthony, yeah, operations director, research director, senior policy counsel. Do they take you seriously in the office?
I'm the one that gets roasted the most, without a doubt.
Do they like come in like, look, I've done this research paper, I'm going to hand it over, and you like, come look at my tweet, dude?
That happens more than you think. I'm like, look, I posted about snails. They're like, great, you saved Bitcoin again. I think that they appreciate the fact that whatever stupid thing I'm doing seems to be working because people tend to know what we're up to.
Can you track like how many people have donated to Coin Center because of your like Twitter versus what Coin Center actually does?
That's such a tough question. I feel like I like to take a little bit of credit for it, especially the smaller donors because they know our work because of the tweeting and all the stuff that we do. But yeah, in general, I would imagine that most donors are donating for the work that Coin Center does and not necessarily to strictly subsidize my tweeting.
I've done 2 coin center donations, both anonymous because I don't like clout. Well, different kind of clout, you know. And now it's not anonymous anymore, so I'm getting the clout now. I saved it up for this moment.
There you go.
But I can go on record and say it was both just because of your tweets.
Oh, well, good. I hope my boss is watching. I'll make sure he sees that.
I've also donated to Coin Center twice, but for like very small amounts relative to Cobie amounts.
Yeah. Okay.
And I found out
I'll appreciate it.
for people that are considering donating to Coin Center, donate to Coin Center when Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever you donate is worth a lot, because you get the tax write-off of it being worth a lot, and they liquidate it straight to USD.
There's no write-off. There's no write-off.
Rugged by Ledger again. Rugged by Ledger twice.
Who is this Ledger guy?
Does it count as an expense at least?
Nope, it's just straight up.
So you so out of the goodness of your hearts, with no tax implications, donate to Coin Center when crypto is really expensive, because they liquidate it straight to USD. Because I remember I donated when ETH was $600, and I was like super bullish on ETH going up, and I should have just waited until ETH went up and donated after.
You'll be pleased to know that we've started holding cryptocurrency,
Nice.
especially Bitcoin.
Wait, so that means everything you said in your statement was wrong.
Look, Cobie, this is not my day, okay? It's not my day. You know, I'm going to get a text message from my dad later, like, how was the interview with Cuban? And well, you know, it turns out.
You got something better.
Yeah. Let me tell you about my friend Niraj.
You know, if there's anyone in the IRS watching, they're like looking straight into your taxes now. He's done a tax write-off for like Coin Center several times. So for people that don't know Coin Center, don't know, now they know that you tweet, but they don't know what Coin Center is. Can you do a little summary of like the work Coin Center does?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, we are in DC as like the advocates for cryptocurrency. So we don't represent cryptocurrency businesses. There's other organizations for that, like a trade association. But we kind of see ourselves as like an EFF type organization that stands up more for the right to use cryptocurrency networks, to develop on them freely and that type of thing. So a lot of the regulations that we sort of deal with are fairly mundane. Like we spent our early years all thinking about money transmission licensing, which is something that happens at every state, in every state. And all we wanted, and like it seems so minor in hindsight, but we just wanted to make it clear that like a miner is not a money transmitter, right? A company like Coinbase would be, someone who's running a node wouldn't be. So like we did a lot of work on getting that done. And it seems like we've set the states on a good trajectory to do that. Another thing that we wanted to do was make sure that it was very clear that Bitcoin is not a security, which is not as clear cut as you would think it would be, especially in hindsight. And then on top of that, networks like it, and I'm going to get yelled at for this, but networks like Bitcoin were similarly decentralized, like Ethereum, like some other things. Yes, I know I'm going to get yelled at, are also not securities, right? The ICOs may be sales of securities, but the network itself is not. That's our position. And that seems to be kind of become the common wisdom. Of late, we've been a little bit more in a defensive role. You may have seen the kerfluffle over the FinCEN rulemaking. Proposed FinCEN rulemaking would require some reporting on unhosted wallets. That just is like kind of untenable for things like sending money to a smart contract from Coinbase. So we're like, well, we got to push back on that. Plus there's the fact that they rushed it out over Christmas. We only had 15 days to comment, which is absurd. Anyways, we were able to rally the community and get a lot of pushback on that. And it seemed to have worked.
What's the next step on that?
So the rulemaking isn't dead, contrary to some belief out there. It's ongoing. The everything gets frozen right when the new administration comes in and they start evaluating, are these new rules, are we going to proceed with them? This is one that they're going to proceed with, but now since there's no rush on it, because there's no leaving administration, we have a much better window to like actually explain our position. And in general, we think that the part of the rule that we objected to is going to be dropped.
What was the main part that y'all objected to?
So there's two portions of it. There is a reporting requirement for a transaction over $10,000. And that already exists for cash. So we're kind of like, that's not really something that we can expect would be different for cryptocurrency, right? Like there would be parity with cash. What would be different is a new reporting requirement for transactions over $3,000. And that reporting requirement would require address information and names and stuff like that, which don't exist for something like a smart contract sending to Uniswap or whatever. Like there's no address, there's no physical address for this. So just getting that dropped was important to us, and hopefully we were successful.
So basically, if Coin Center hadn't existed, there might be just a bunch of like kind of awkward, unfriendly regulations in place now that would make transacting difficult or just a bit painful.
I mean, I like to think so. It would just be, I think there would be a lot more uncertainty if somebody wanted to start like a professional grade mining operation somewhere in the country and they got a lawyer, and the lawyer would have to tell them, hey, there's a decent chance that you might be considered a money transmitter. And you have to go through this process, and they'll be like, well, I don't want to do that. And therefore more barrier to entry, less people doing things. Same thing with running a lightning node or whatever else. So like just getting that clarity, I think was important to building out, making it easier for people to do stuff. And then of course, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, and then of course there's the clarity around the Ether not being a security and stuff like that too.
I mean, that was a huge deal in 2017 because was it Jay Clayton that eventually made some public statements, like in interviews, even if it wasn't like published in a paper or something. But he made some clarifying statements in 2017 about not thinking ETH was a security.
So I don't remember if Clayton specifically said that, but what he said was that the logic basically that led the other commissioner, or I'm actually blanking on the title of the person, the SEC opinion that it was not a security held, right? He kind of held that logic. So we think that's satisfactory.
Yeah. And didn't they kind of give an avenue for the concept of like growing out of being a security and into a commodity as the basis for that with ETH? Yes.
Although in general, we actually disagree on this, and that we think Ether was never a security.
Okay.
Like we think the pre-sale token, the pre-sale thing, that promise for the future Ether, that might have been a security. But once the network was launched, we don't think it was ever a security.
I see. How screwed do you think Americans are, like in terms of working in crypto in the US versus the advantages that you have in other countries?
So you have to forgive me here because I don't do a lot of the trading that you guys do, and some of the more, I don't know what to call them, long tail assets. So like there's an extent to which I feel like the US market is protected from a lot of garbage. I don't think that the US is going to fall too far behind in like the grand scheme of crypto, because in general we have a pretty good regulatory framework for doing it. Like, yeah, it might be harder to launch some like crazy ass token thing, but I think that's acceptable.
I think the ones where it seems like it'll be complicated to me is the stuff where, especially now, where there's a decentralized application and there's a token that includes pulling like fees or, some kind of value accrual back to token holders that could end up with something like a balance sheet. And it gets a little complicated if you're trying to look at that in a traditional framework. And it's not that there's not something there. It's just hard to decipher what's what, where do they have room to do stuff. And so a great balance would be what it would look like for Uniswap to bring like value accrual back to the token with an American team versus like either a non-docs team or like a team that's overseas, like say SushiSwap.
Mm-hmm. The DeFi stuff is complicated because they are some of the stuff that's happening on there is recreating things that are regulated in America, but they're doing it in a way that eliminates the risk that the regulation was put in place for, because of whatever transparency thing, or the contract can't necessarily be robbed or something like that. So all I can say there is that I do know that regulators are looking at this very closely, and they will we'll find out their findings soon enough.
Do you think that they've been like more kind or less harsh because of the like sort of global nature of crypto, where if they're super harsh and lock things down for a short period of time until they like get a grip on things, they might just significantly lose out on a global money.
I don't know if that certainly is part of the picture, but I think in general the idea has been that they don't want to come in and crush something just off the bat because it makes them uncomfortable or something like that. Like that feeling isn't there, so they want to understand and regulate specific things. And I think, yeah, some policymakers have suggested in the past that like, okay, we should just wipe this whole thing out. Like cryptocurrency is weird, like just get rid of it. But
I think that sometimes too.
Yeah. Trust me, I think about that a lot. But I don't think there's an appetite for just like that type of blanket ban, especially when so many smart people are trying to do things in the space.
What do you think? Well, it's hard to ask you, Cobie. What do you think would be the type of like macro thing where they're like, all right, this is really messing the world up, and banning Bitcoin or crypto is like the only way to fix it? Do you think that's realistic?
Macro stuff is hard. I mean, I always thought that they could use like, if like a very legitimate, not false flag at all terrorist group decided to largely adopt crypto and then perform some like big attack or something, that's not going to look good, is it? Or if the like a gigantic pedophile network is uncovered, that's not going to look good either. But they're not sort of macro things. Macro, like the macro stuff, I think it's all like if your country is currently experiencing hyperinflation and all of your citizens are fleeing into an asset that you can't control. Generally, countries try and ban or get in control of stuff. Then that's where most of the like nation bans have seem to have happened. In the US, I don't know. I really don't know. Hyperinflation.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be a ban, an outright ban anytime soon. Like that doesn't strike me as really in the cards.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Yeah, maybe nation states avoiding sanctions stuff could be, but again, it's like, yeah.
It seems like the easier thing is if there's just some kind of way to just put a regulatory stranglehold so that everything. Like that rule process that just went through, that was the type of example that kind of freaks me out, because you just end up making it so difficult to do something that it's not a ban. It's just like overly burdensome, which some people are going to really like. The Brad Shermans of the world are like really going to like. So
that's sort of the closest existential threat would be something like that. A really, really strict rule on the exchanges, which wouldn't kill Bitcoin. First of all, we all know that.
Yeah.
But it would make it a lot harder to use in America. So that's an example of something that would drive Bitcoin use overseas. But the good news is that we think that there's some pretty strong constitutional protections against a rule like that.
So I want to ask, you said you get the abuse in your DM, in your inbox when you mention Ethereum. Why is this? Where does the abuse come from?
Well, I think a lot of the cypherpunk Bitcoiners were really hoping for the state to come in and crush a competitor coin.
So much packed into that.
Yeah. Which is, of course, not the way I look at the world. And I think that it's a good thing that Ethereum was able to flourish in the United States because, as we can see, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff happening on there. So I personally am of the view that the diversity in the ecosystem is good. I guess not everyone agrees with that.
That makes sense. But then, like, how deep down the diversity chain do you go? Like, are you like, you said you don't go to the tail end assets, but do you go like a few steps down from Ethereum? Are you like flipping NFTs on the regular?
So I'm certainly not flipping NFTs because I don't get art, as they say. But
I don't think most NFT buyers get art.
Yeah, like that. Somebody tweeted at me that I'm in it for the art is the new I'm in it for the technology. So like, yeah, I don't really mess around with too much like trading stuff, and Ethereum is hardly like the only network that I think that's not Bitcoin that I think is good. But I try to resist actually naming them because I don't want to actually like endorse anything by accident.
I think you're just embarrassed that you're like 95% in Dentacoin. Just like ripping.
Little Bitcoin.
Can we play like react to this tweet? Someone recently said, "You're in Bitcoin since 2011. If not a billionaire, at least you must have become a multimillionaire by now. Good for you. Thumbs up."
Yeah, that one stung a little bit because I'm not a billionaire, and I'm not a multi-millionaire. So I'm just kind of a guy who tweets a lot. And
but you added multi on there. You did add multi. I saw that you added multi. You said, "I'm not a billionaire and I'm not a multi-millionaire." Did you just leak?
Are we narrowing down?
Yeah. So I'm just a guy who has to try to beg his way into the Citadel like everyone else.
Yeah,
just a regular millionaire.
Just a regular elitist. Did you get
goxed?
Actually, I had my coins off. Actually, I think there might be a couple on there, but I didn't even bother filing the thing because I didn't think about it too much. But I did use Mt. Gox.
All right, so you only have 94.5 thousand followers, so the stream is going to have to take it up a notch. Everyone on here needs to tweet to follow Niraj KA and get you up to 100K before we get off the stream, because my family's going to be here, like in 2 hours. So, and Cobie might go to bed at some point.
I hope Nick is watching. This is going to be.
Oh yeah, there's two ways. There's two ways to contribute. You can follow, but you can also unfollow Nick. Yes. That's the other way to. That's the other way to contribute. Unfollow Nick Carter.
I think that's Nick_Carter.
It's actually
send him to 0.
He hates that, but it's 2 underscores.
Yeah, so Nick,
send him to 0.
Nick 2 underscores Carter. You need to unfollow him, and you need to follow Niraj. That's very important.
Window Turnip in the chat says, "I hate Nick Carter with a passion." I always liked Aaron Carter more anyway. I think this is like a boy band person, but I don't know which boy band. So
I'm pretty sure Nick Carter was in NSYNC, right?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Yeah.
Wait, bro. Oh no, this is Up Only TV account, right? Or is this your account?
No, this is a not logged in account. I've learned my lesson.
Okay. I was like, I'm not even following. I was like, you're not following. Just contribute now.
Yeah, I have to log in order to do that. I am logged in from another window, and I even followed. Look. If you go to Up Only TV, following 4. Oh, well, spoiler alert. Up Only TV follows Crypto Cobain, Ledger Status, Blockfolio, and Niraj.
That's great.
Hey, we're just doing our part here,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right.
I can't wait to become a big account.
Yeah. When you get your 100K, they send you a real life Twitter bird.
I want one of those golden apes that people are buying.
Yeah, they cost like 10 grand or something, don't they?
Yeah. That's
all right.
That's a different level of access.
If the dormancy flow prediction is correct and Bitcoin goes to 800K, I'll buy you 10 golden apes. You put one in every room in your house.
I'll be happy with one golden ape, personally.
All right, fine. I'll give you one instead of 10. I'll keep the others. That was a terrible trade, dude. You got 10, now you've got 1.
This is why Niraj has regrets.
Yeah, seriously. There's like a store of value.
That was $100,000 decision you just made.
This is why I'm not a good trader.
So what do you see in crypto now? And you just think these are the absolute worst trends in crypto? Because every bull market, right? You go from like in the depths of the bear market, things get a bit desperate. People are sort of trading 0.001% moves. They're up the leverage. They're begging for some volatility. People are building, but it's like much harder to fundraise because people are not so excited about crypto anymore, and only the like real crypto funds and they're tightening their belt a little bit. then bull markets come around, and it goes from like people that have heard about crypto 3 weeks ago start building their own project, and Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan decide, I'm going to sell some digital selfies on the Ethereum blockchain. Like, what do you see as the worst crypto trends of this bull run, like from a personal perspective?
So I'm really not. So I know there's like the obvious answer is NFTs, but what I'm really least thrilled with is Dogecoin. Right? I think it's ridiculous. I really don't like that Elon is like, by just shit posting about it, is like making it into a viable thing. Not that he is. Please do not buy it. But like some restaurant in DC is accepting Dogecoin for food now. They're like,
Well,
why?
one of our questions for Mark Cuban, and since you're his
Yes.
representative today, was to ask him about the Mavericks now accepting Dogecoin for ticket
Oh yeah,
sales.
I saw that. I guess there's something to be said for the idea of like, if somebody wants to pay in that, sure. But at the same time, like I just like, why support this farce that's like very clearly has no value. Like someone's gonna just 51% attack the network, and like that'll be that.
Oh, I need to look up the price to 51% attack Doge.
I think it's pretty low.
Do you think it's more or less than 10 golden apes?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna guess less.
Less than 100
Over-
grand to 51% attack Doge? Surely not.
Over or under? I'm looking for the name of the website now. Crypto51.app. Over or under, Cobie?
Oh, it's got to be over 100 grand. Otherwise, someone would have done it yesterday. Someone would do it every time Elon tweets.
It's not even on here. We got scammed. This
Yeah.
is a whole show about getting scammed.
Just the rug
We
pull
got rugged
power
again.
out.
Rugged again. By what's the cheapest one? What can we 51% attack for cheap?
The fun ones are the ones that are high market cap that are pretty easy to go after. Like,
Wait, you can attack Zcash for 1 hour for 8 grand.
yes, $8,700. You can attack Zcash.
What?
Yeah, for 1 hour.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone needs to tweet Path about this immediately. I'm gonna try. Can we try it on stream? No, Neeraj will go to jail. Right, so you hate NFTs and you hate Doge.
I don't hate NFTs in general as a concept. I don't think that what's happening right now makes a lot of sense. And I get that, like, oh yeah, it's the art market, and the art market does all kinds of, like, I mean, okay, like, come on. It's a lot of speculation. And once again, it's going to be mainstream people buying like just stuff and expecting it to go up in value because it has crypto magic sprinkled on it. And I think the music will stop, and we'll have another whole, like, I think about everything in terms of how the mainstream will perceive cryptocurrency, because like that's sort of the work that we do. So we're going to have like a whole new run of like, of people who like, you can imagine some magazine cover story of like, they bet it all on cryptocurrency and lost. And it turned out it's like what they bet was buying a fucking crypto punk instead of like, right. So it's like, I think that's silly personally.
All right, we have to make an update real quick to the security of Dogecoin, which we have besmirched its reputation. It is merge mined with Litecoin, so it is actually quite secure on the scale of proof of work security.
Well, but quite secure is it's 30 grand for 1 hour.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
That's cheaper than a 10 golden apes. So.
yeah. So the under wins, but still, it's it's a little more expensive. It's what's the relative comparison there to Zcash? It's like you could 51% attack Zcash for like 4.5 hours at that rate, right? Thanks to
Don't
Pat
you
for
think?
that.
Don't you think though the bull thesis for NFTs is the exact same as the bull thesis for layer one non-Bitcoin, non-ETH chains?
And what's the
Like
bull thesis for those? I don't know.
for both NFTs and for Bitcoin, non-ETH layer one coins, it's just speculation, right? For both, like it's entirely it.
Yeah, I mean the art part. Yeah, that is almost, it's like the most speculative thing I've ever seen, I think, in crypto.
At least when they go to zero, you still owed a nice JPEG, mate.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it has gone to zero. You've lost your money, but you haven't because you haven't sold, and it's only a loss when you sell. That's what they told me online. But you've lost your money basically. You've basically lost your money.
All
But
right.
you've got a nice JPEG. Look at that. That's a beautiful JPEG there. We've got
This is,
you've got your own
this
punk,
is
mate.
Niraj's collection of NFTs, failure.eth. If you ever want to donate to Niraj, you can just send coins.
Yeah, some people like sending me these .eth addresses that are a little weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, failure.eth was mean. That one hurt.
You own bigboner.eth, mate.
Yeah, someone sent me bigboner.eth. I did configure that one, so any donations to bigboner.eth.
So that one was previously owned by that guy that we falsely shamed on Twitter, Cobie, and had to apologize. And somehow it either got bought off him or transitioned to Niraj. But yeah,
I like the idea that he sent it on.
You've
the
got
person who sent it replied to my tweet about it and confirmed that it was them. They proved it.
Oh, okay.
So it was that. Well, yeah, it was a person I wasn't expecting.
Is your CryptoPunk for sale?
Yeah, that would be 50 ETH, I think, is what it's worth.
Right, that's 50.
You should list it. I think that the Niraj CryptoPunk, it says last 0.01.
I'm not buying it for 50, and I've got I'm on the no MetaMask browser, but so
yeah, you have to put
afterwards,
an
mate.
offer.
So that was
Afterwards, I'm gonna
someone
bid.
made that and sent it to me. I don't know if it's like what it is. Is it part of some like bigger project? I have no idea.
No,
It kind of looks a little bit like your eyes have been gouged out.
Yeah, it's a little,
yeah.
I've been doing the eye cream thing. It's not working.
You need some pupils in here, but yeah, it's an uncertified collection. So some basic OpenSea education here would be that these collections will be verified and have some kind of check mark or something. Like there's lots of fake hash masks or some other things like that you can get tricked by. But yeah, this one is just an uncertified collection. It looks like Conan, whoever that is, created it.
So you're saying there's a market for fakes.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, there's no Cobie on here though.
Oh, let's look at the Frank. Look at that Frank one.
Oh, that's
great.
good. Yeah, I mean this is not a bad collection. Although
Why is his 2 ETH?
he must have set a price on it. No, this one's owned by Conan still. So he's trying to. We're now promoting someone who's trying to make ETH off of minor crypto celebrities.
Minor. Well, I guess I'm a small account, so that actually works.
Yeah, you'll become a major crypto celebrity when you hit 100K. You're currently in the pleb zone with me of minor. Like if you don't have 6-figure Twitter followers, then it just doesn't count. Cobie is a major crypto celebrity.
Sure.
You know, I looked at my Twitter account the other day, and I've gained 70,000 followers since December, and that's quite bad because
Is that bearish?
when I in the last bull run I got like 100,000 in a year, so 70,000 in. And I understand like viral growth comes from a network effect, so like the bigger you are, the faster you grow, but still kind of bearish. Don't worry, Suzu told us it's a super cycle. We have a special guest joining the waiting room though.
Oh,
In the waiting room right now.
okay.
We might have to reconfigure the scene
I'm
a
going
little
to have
bit.
to reconfigure the scene. Prepare for a mess. So, but that's okay.
So
I'll.
I mean, you can you can do the intro, mate. I need to know the history. Welcome. They can hear you, but they can't see you yet. So you're gonna get a little introduction.
Yeah, I'm going to take.
What's
Cobie
the
off
history?
this
What's
thing.
going on here? Are you two dating? What's happening?
Yeah, where did that come from? We have started following each other like 4 days ago.
Yeah, and we're in love. So
Yeah. That's it.
So are you like a reply guy and you just bully him all the time?
yeah, I guess I'm like the opposite of a reply guy because I'm just his bully.
Yes. Yes.
All my reply guys just send me mean stuff. They're just like the only people that always reply to me. They're just always insulting me all the time. It's always like, "Fuck you, your opinions are shit. You don't have any money. Fuck you." That's all I get.
Yeah,
Never
Allison.
cliche.
Yeah, she calls me out. Like she caught me for deleting tweets and stuff. Really. Just,
All you do is delete tweets. It's like I'll see something like it and then feel like I'm going crazy because like 5 seconds later it's like up but like a little different.
yeah, I do too many typos. There's no drafts. I just straight into TweetDeck and then hit enter. I don't even reread it. And then of course there's like a million typos. So I really need to fix that.
But like, isn't this your job though?
Oh no, like I said, the job is shit posting, and that's
Right.
the purest form of it, right? There's just no safety net.
Right. So you have one job, but you can't do it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Wow. All right, we need an actual introduction now. So, hi, Allison.
Hi.
Hi, Allison. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Could you introduce
Hi.
yourself to the friends on the stream?
What is my introduction? I guess I'm also a shit poster, but I don't get paid for it.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm a PhD student at George Mason in economics.
Why did you do that to yourself?
I like graduated undergrad early, and then I like panicked, like full-fledged panicked, and was like, I don't know what to do. So I went back to school.
How deep in the PhD are you now? Are you like too far in?
I'm like so far in. Like I finished in about a year probably. So.
And when you're not tweeting about crypto, you're writing about aviation. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mostly study like air transportation stuff. Super fun and exciting.
And your Twitter account, can we get it in the chat? Someone's posted it in the chat for us. You have 17,000 followers. I think you might make it to 100K before he does.
Yeah, you have like 10,000 a week ago or something. It's a meteoric rise on crypto Twitter. I've never seen anything like it.
I like started using Twitter probably like 3 months ago, really. So
can someone link it to me so that I can post it in the chat?
You're a natural.
I'll do it.
There we go.
All right, and so I see you're a Substack. Is this where you write about planes?
yeah, I try to write about like macro stuff and then like aviation to keep people interested because I know nobody cares about my plane stuff. So.
So I'm just confused. You like, why do you like planes so much?
So it actually started because my dad like manages an airport, and I wanted to spend more time with him. So I thought, and I was in the PhD program, super busy. So I was like, okay, if I make my research about what my dad does, then I can like fly home and like spend time with my parents. Then I ended up really liking it. So.
Well, that's nice.
It must be nice working in like a real industry, working on real stuff.
I actually do have a job as well. But they won't let me affiliate with them because of my Twitter. So.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. You're like one of those like my opinions are not my employer's opinions. But
at first, yeah, I think at first I that was in my bio and I had them like linked, and then I blew up for actually I think Niraj, I think you followed me when I tweeted about like I dated like 100 guys in tech. That blew up.
Wait, what?
Wait, did you
Bro, you just got called out so bad. You're down so bad. When you said I had dated 100 guys and you were like, follow? I'm straight.
It was a funny tweet.
It was like a parody of like another guy's tweet because he was like, I've dated 100 women and I wasted all my time, and if I would have just been single, I would be richer. So I like.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I've dated 100 tech guys, and if I should have just adopted a kid because I would have had something to baby or whatever.
Yeah,
he had seen the original tweet, I guess. So mine blew up more than the original did at one point, and I was getting like all this hate, and people started talking about where I worked, and I was like, oh my god, my boss is gonna kill me. So got called into a meeting, and
Oh really? That sucks.
Yeah.
How did you explain it?
I was like, it's a joke, I swear.
I'll tell you about this guy.
Did they ask you like, did you really date 100 tech guy? Like
for some reason, people didn't understand because I put in it too. The guy had said like in 25 years I've done this, and in my bio it says like, oh, I'm 23, whatever. I'd put like in 25 years I've dated 100 guys, and they were like, you're lying about your age. Then you're not 23, you must be 25, like, or are you just that dumb? And I was like, has it ever occurred to you that I might be kidding?
Yeah, that's the problem with Twitter, the context collapse, right? You can.
Yeah.
So Allison, have you gotten significantly into crypto? I'm sorry, you're new to me.
Yeah, so actually it's interesting because a couple of years ago I had a fellowship at a think tank in DC doing stuff for like Latin American national security kind of stuff like that, and I was an expert on like the Venezuela revolution. So I was studying like revolutions and crises. And so I actually studied crypto a little bit back then, talking about like what, I don't think I can talk about it too much, but what like Russia, Venezuela, and Turkey were doing. So, but then I didn't really tweet. I was never active on Twitter until a couple months ago.
So what's your take on crypto Twitter in general? Do you like it, or are you disappointed?
It's interesting. It's a little scary sometimes.
Scary in which context?
Like some people are just wild. I feel like the reply guys are a little crazy. I think I got on the wrong side of Twitter like yesterday. Everybody's convinced I'm a bot, so maybe this will convince them otherwise.
Yeah, it's incredibly convincing.
They're like they're too good. It's like it's not natural. Have you figured
That's
out
some prime flirting, mate? Keep going.
Have you?
Your posts are just so good.
What inverse bra is yet? That's like a good baseline of how deep you are. Do you know what that is yet?
But,
inverse bra.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're in there. Good.
That's like is that on the crypto Twitter quiz?
That's like my baseline. That's if you're deep enough, you know what it is.
Yeah, I was early to Allison though, because when I found your account, you weren't even followed by Loomdart, and I think people in the chat will know that means I'm early. That means I'm early. Loomdart is like everywhere. You got someone's account that got 3 followers. One of them's Loomdart, but I was I was early. That you know you got to invest early before Loomdart gets involved.
Fonship said Loom is top simp.
Can you look directly into the camera and just say "pump it Loomdart" so we can clip it as an NFT?
Pump it Loomdart.
I think you need to say. Wait, hold on. We're gonna need a second here. We also need happening? Pump it Loomdart pump it. It's a dual pump it request. But 1 second.
Should I say it like completely monotone? No emotion?
Do you want to show the original? Do you want to show the original video? Now we're getting crypto Twitter online.
Yeah, someone's selling it as an NFT.
Yeah, and it's got like a 10 ETH bid or something.
All right.
Good.
Now you can do it.
Oh. Pump it, Loomdart, pump it.
Well done, well done.
All right, there you go. I reckon that's gonna go.
Now I've completely ruined. I've completely ruined the stream now. So
it's just you. It's just only
everyone else is gone. Eventually, it'll be back. So you're just gonna stay there on the stream.
I like jumped in your DMs like, do you want to come bully Niraj on stream? And you were like, I've kind of got a meeting, and now you're the whole stream.
Like leaving. Well, so I'm actually meeting with Alex Alman from Lolly, and then my next meeting, the one I bumped back to is I'm trying to quit.
Well, if you're trying to get into crypto land, you'll be just fine. Like I think a lot of people need someone with your skills.
Come for your crown. What are my skills? Like bad tweets?
Yes, actually. So people need that.
So in fact, you're perfectly qualified to work at Coin Center.
Yeah, that's literally all you need to do anything. You can basically tweet your way into having like a hedge fund within a year in crypto.
To having a hedge fund?
Yeah, from zero to hedge fund in about 1 year.
Wait. Who's done this?
I'm sure it's been done. Like
2017 was like half a Twitter.
Yeah,
probably.
there was some. In 2017, you're just meeting people, and every person you met had some kind of hedge fund.
Yeah.
So I'm still confused about how you ended up as a reply guy, just constantly bullying. So like he followed you when you did this tweet about dating a million tech guys. But how did this relationship blossom? What happened afterwards?
I don't know.
He's coming for the crown. That's what it is. He sees it's like beating up the biggest guy in prison.
I think I tweeted something at you once, like not thinking it, again, it came across the wrong way. And I realized it sounded like a bully reply guy sort of thing. And then I was like, well, got to commit to the bit now.
Yeah. Don't worry. I did not take it personally, whatever it was.
Cobie, we have a pretty good recommendation for what to do for a giveaway today, which I feel like...
Shit, I completely forgot.
Yeah, I feel like we need to do a pretty quality giveaway. So the recommendation is, if I can pull up This is see what y'all think about this. They say we should. This is my buddy Josh. He said we need to make it to where the person who sends Niraj the best NFT actually wins.
Oh my god!
So they can send the NFT to failure.eth.
No, that's not configured. It's got to
Oh.
be nirajka.e.
Okay, send it to nirajka.eth, and the best NFT will win a prize. Should we do 2 or 1, or leave it? Wait until it comes up. What do you think, Cobie?
I think each of our guests get to pick a winner, depending on how long they're able to be on. Because I know you have a meeting, but I think we should have 2 winners, and each guest picks a winner. Basically, you give people $1,000. You pick the NFT that they've sent to this account, and no collusion with your friends.
Yeah. So are y'all going to split the resulting value of these NFTs since both of you are picking, or does Niraj get all of it, or are you going to share with Allison? Allison, do you have a public ETH address that you would be willing to have people send you NFTs to?
I'm scared of what people would send me.
Yeah, that's true. Just send them all to nirajka.eth. And this is probably going to be a real challenge here.
I'm really curious to see how this works.
Yeah,
Like,
we're going to see the
refreshing.
user experience problems with NFTs real quick, because no one is going to know how to send anything.
Yeah, like how are we? Are you gonna just keep refreshing OpenSea or something? Or
Yeah,
what's
I
the
guess
plan?
I'll just refresh it later in the show, and we'll see like what you have that's new.
Does how much gas does it cost to send an NFT? Because like they win $1,000, but maybe it's like cost $2,000 in gas. Like who knows how much gas costs these days?
Yeah, they're spending a pretty penny to do this, to make this challenge. So
I hope they're good.
yeah.
All right. So you just met, relationship blossomed. Now you're blowing up on crypto Twitter, but your employer is embarrassed of you. And it's just you're going to continue writing about macroeconomics and planes. Niraj, you're launching a food stream, right? You're going to be doing like cooking live show.
If this was not so quickly put together, maybe I could have made it work.
So I think we should do. I think we should do another. I'll get my own kitchen set up as well, and I'll follow your instructions. And at the end, we can compare what we've made. I can't cook anything.
Selena Gomez has a show on HBO that's literally this.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it because I kind of like the that in YouTube world, there's all these trends of people having boxing matches now. It's just like people get into a bit of a beef, like let's have a boxing match and put it on TV. So we had KSI on the stream, and he had a boxing match with Logan Paul, and it was like they were really big. I kind of think we should adopt this, but I'm really weak and I don't really want to fight anyone. So we could do it, but like with cooking. That's a lot, and it's like a lot more peaceful. And
cooking showdown.
I mean, I would love that.
All right.
What are y'all's cooking specialties?
What are mine?
Yeah.
Oh my god. At this point, it's just like I'm back to like super simple bro cooking because I went a little too heavy on
like mac and
the
cheese
embellishments over the winter. I don't know. I can,
what do you want me?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question to ask. I can cook anything. Like
I would suppose you're gonna have like a cooking stream, but you don't even know what you can cook.
yeah, that's such a hard question to answer off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm getting into bento. We could do that. You could have like really beautiful, delicate bento boxes.
Is that
an the easiest question ever? Project?
Oh yeah, that's right. And I have to be careful what I say because it's going to endorse some random DeFi coin.
The food token.
I can't cook anything, but I'm really good at getting the perfect level of toastiness on toast.
All right,
I'm actually pretty bad at that.
We're going to have to spend time on that.
We can collaborate.
The toast scale, where do we fit?
Just like in the middle, medium. I don't mind if it's a little bit burnt though. That's like, it's fine for me if it's burnt.
I need to find a picture of toast on the internet here that I can.
Yeah, I go for the really crisp exterior, pillowy interior, like big ass thick piece of toast.
Big ass
Pillowy
thick
interior.
piece of toast.
You are destined for a cooking show, mate. You just described a piece of bread as pillowy interior.
Yeah, medium
All right.
rare bread.
Here's the toast. Tell me the
Oh,
point.
wow.
Tell me
wow.
which one.
Oh, that stresses me out.
I reckon this is going to get sent in as an NFT in this competition.
It
Someone's
should
gonna
be.
have to make it.
I think you can mint these for free on Mintable, but you'll still have to send it, or maybe you can mint it and assign it. I don't know. So I'm like pretty cleanly on like the very bottom left here. Like I like the dark.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
gross.
that's way too far.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm
that's the
almost
good stuff.
I'm smack in the middle. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm aiming for.
Right here.
Yeah.
See, I need it to where it's like crispy enough to like really just crumble as you bite into it, you know, and the butter is hot enough because it's, you know, like double toasted that the butter melts nicely into it. Like I don't need to fight.
Or you
I
could
don't
use
want to fight the butter spread.
keep your butter on the counter, and then you won't have that problem.
Yeah.
That's very European, apparently. Having a little butter dish. Smack in the middle. Who's doing like top left? That's just warm bread.
This is bread.
Yeah, that's not toast.
I was gonna say that's where I am. I'm like barely toasted.
Are you kidding?
No.
Wait, are you one of those
You
people
just
like,
like-
if it's dark, like it freaks you out? Like the
Well, I guess it depends because if I put it in the toaster, I don't like it very toasted. But if I'm like putting a sandwich on the stove, like on a pan, then I'm more towards the right. There's no in between. I guess there's no in between.
You just have warm bread when you're having toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, single toast with a thing of butter. That's what we're talking about. Not a sandwich.
Wait, so you don't have like, you won't even have two pieces of toast? This is why y'all are skinny.
Somebody has said the opposite about that in my mentions just now. It was a long winter and it was friggin' quarantine. Cut me some slack.
Blame it on the stream. Blame it on the stream.
Yeah, the camera. It's a fisheye.
That's right.
So, Allison, you're allowed to shill your bags, I imagine, because you don't work for a coin center where you'll get fired if you talk about something that's not Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do you have fringe crypto assets in your portfolio? Are you a degenerate investor?
No, I don't. But I also don't know if I can talk about it because I work for a financial institution and they're like, don't talk about anything related to anything.
If you get fired for coming on this, well,
I'm about to quit. So if I didn't get fired for dating, then. But,
if you just said you're about to quit, maybe you'll get fired for that now instead. All right.
Yeah, that's a very DC.
No, I'm not.
In DC, basically, you're not supposed to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like on public. That's just.
Wait, are you both in DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're real life friends?
Not yet.
See,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Friendship in the making here. If the
Look at the screen.
if the giveaway's too difficult for the NFTs, then we should pick the best not Mark Cuban memes with Niraj in them, and this one is a darn good candidate.
That's awesome. Are people doing that?
Yeah. Well,
I
this
mean-
was just sent to me, so
Oh, great.
yeah.
Does that
So
look-
if anybody has really good candidates for not Mark Cuban Niraj guest memes, maybe that can be the giveaway backup. Although we will have to defer. Like if someone, spends like $30 to send Niraj an NFT, you will also be included.
Have any come in?
Yes. Wow. Oh.
What, on the NFTs on the OpenSea page?
Yeah, there's quite a few. It's quite
Can you make sure that we're not going to get banned from Twitch for displaying them on the screen?
too late. None of them are inappropriate that I can tell. We got one with the screenshot of the stream. Spankme.eth is now yours.
Oh, that one's worth something,
Wait, is that a crypto kitty? Oh no, it's a screenshot of a crypto
It's a-
kitty.
It's a lucky
That's the
chicken.
problem with
It's an alpaca
NFTs.
city. It's sexy Niraj on Rarible. This is a good one.
Oh my god. Okay, good.
All right, so maybe we will choose. We have enough NFT submissions probably to choose.
If you
But
go back, go back. I think some of these they have recent sale prices. Look at this animated one next to your head. What does it say? Last sale? I can't see. Is it last sale for half an ETH?
which one recently
Go-
sold? Oh.
It was like an animated.
which I gotta scroll down.
There was an animated like anime girl, and
It's
it
the
said
very
like, I think
last
it's
one. It's right behind Ledger's head.
Oh, the Bitcoin Santa. Here. That one?
we can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it say? Last sold half an ETH.
Half an ETH. Someone sent you half an ETH from it's waifu.
Oh, it's one of those the new thing, waifus.
Did they release those?
I
don't
don't think so. What's this crypto?
You got
Some of these are pretty good, mate.
yeah.
Someone's printed off my old profile picture for you. That's good.
Great.
Yeah, this is what blockchain based art looks like.
There we go. I feel like I'm in the Louvre. It's just
Some good stuff in here.
All right, so hopefully you're getting like some pics out because we need to give thousands of dollars away to viewers. But all right, so neither of you can shill your bags. Neither of you can talk about like the best like fringe trends in crypto.
I talked about what the Dogecoin. I can talk about NFT. We just saw the miracle of NFT art where somebody.
Are there any NFTs that you're bullish on? Is there anything where you're like, oh, that's kind of cool? None of the like collectible projects or like, Grimes did some NFTs, mate. She's cool.
Like there's something to the idea of bringing scarcity to stuff online. I totally get that. In particular, I think it's interesting in the context of games, right? Move things between game universes. That'd be cool. Just like this high-end art thing, I don't really get it at all. And I know it's a meme like, oh, you just don't get art, but yeah, I just don't get art. I don't understand why some particular image is worth X amount of money.
So when the regulators come knocking on NFTs, you're going to be like, yeah, take them away, send them all to jail. You should be more strict.
My understanding is that most of the ones that we're talking about aren't going to be securities. Now, if people are using them for something illegal, like I've seen some accusations about that, then yeah, they're going to get in trouble.
All right. Hey, y'all. We do have some breaking news on the stream. I feel like, we should just bring in some music. Look, we only got half rugged, okay? Mark Cuban is coming on the show. He's confirmed that I messed up. But we now have his appropriate scheduler to make sure that he can come on at the proper time. So there will be a Mark Cuban show. Don't be too concerned. We'll have him on. It just wasn't today. It wasn't meant to be. But you know what was meant to be? Niraj and Allison here. And they're both in DC.
Given that we fucked up, can we do an extra bonus giveaway? I'll fund it. I want people to tweet their best insult to Niraj, and Allison can pick the best ones. Like the absolute best dunk. You can include. I need to be tagged in it because I need to see them all. You also need to tag Blockfolio in all of them too. But like the absolute best dunk, like it can be visual. It can just be like, just insult him. Go deep. Bring the bullets. Like make it. Oh, I want to feel it here.
Right, so dunk on Niraj, at Blockfolio, and at either Up Only or Cobie, so that we can read it.
Yeah, and then Allison, you got to pick the best dunk, and the best dunk gets $1,000.
Perfect. I'm good at this. This is the one thing I can do.
Dunking on Niraj is like on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna ever leaves Twitter, because like then I'm gonna be out of like a job, right?
Don't worry, there's no risk of that at any point. Even if I'm hired.
If you're quitting your job, what are you gonna do?
I would probably move somewhere without internet and try to reclaim the last shred of sanity that I have left.
But you're not actually quitting, right? Just to clarify, if in the concept people you're not quitting.
I actually don't expect to ever leave this job. I really like it.
Okay. Allison is currently quitting, or you're about to quit. Are you also moving to the woods to find his lost sanity, or what's your plan?
Well, both, maybe. Hopefully I find my last strain of sanity, but I think until the end of the PhD, that's probably not really an option. So I'm trying to move into like freelance stuff right now. just because it's been hard trying to manage everything and the PhD and work and everything, especially because it doesn't, like, my job now doesn't match up with my fields or my interests. I'm doing like 8 different things and none of them line up. But yeah.
So are you open for being hired as a crypto PR person, like on Twitter? Like, will you do Niraj's job for Coin Center for a different crypto firm?
Oh my god, he's out of a job next week, mate. He's gone.
There's everybody is trying to hire a comms person in crypto right now. I get asked about like recommendations all the time, and it's a hard skill.
I get
It's a
asked
hard
about it all
skill,
the time
says
as
the
well.
man who wants to keep his job.
Yeah, it's impossible. No one else can do it. Only I can do it.
I get asked about this quite a lot as well, and I send them all to Barney the boy. Every single person. I've been trying to get Barney a job for about 4 years. He still manages to not have a job. He's like working at like Waitrose or something. People won't know what that is, I don't think. I send them all to Barney. He still don't have a job. What's he playing at? I'm trying to like force him onto the Citadel. Look at all these really high paying jobs, mate. You're like 19. Just take a job. Come on. It's time to move out. But so you're looking for freelance stuff. Like, are you open to crypto comms roles? Are you coming for the crown?
Yeah, I've actually talked to like a few people about it and stuff. I accepted a small position somewhere for like the meantime. I wanted to like give myself the summer because I'm finishing up my last like field exams, and then I'll be ABD, like all but dissertation or whatever. And so in the meantime, I was gonna like learn how to get my pilot's license and stuff like that, and just kind of like chill a
Just
little
gonna casually get your pilot's
Did
license.
you say
yeah. Nice,
AB?
nice flex.
What was the acronym that you said?
ABD.
ABD, all but dissertation. That's like fancy college lingo.
Apparently, it's when you become like a PhD candidate, right? Because now I'm just like a lowly student. When I first started, and I was like, "Oh, am I a candidate? Am I a student?" People are so brutal in this industry. All the academics are like, "No, man, you're just a student."
Just a student.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So also, I saw something on your Twitter the other day, and I didn't know if it was real or not. And maybe this is like very shameful to bring up. So if this is embarrassing, then I apologize in advance. But I saw that you wrote basically like a thesis about why someone should date you. Like you're declaring your love for someone through an academic paper.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
Why?
It's like we're all academic nerds. I had to study anyway, right? So I was like, okay, didn't get Bay anything for Valentine's Day because I'm busy and stressed. So I'll just do my homework and give it to Bay.
So you had to do this work already. It wasn't just.
Yeah, I was like reviewing, I was going through the essentially the proofs for Giffen goods.
Was it well received?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it was like a successful gift.
Yeah, it was
Right.
yeah.
When I saw the tweet, I thought you'd done it for someone that you didn't like, not someone you were dating, someone that you like kind of didn't know, and you were like, this was your attempt to flirt it. I've written this paper.
See what happens. Put it under their door.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Right. At least I didn't print it out. I didn't do it in latex, so which is like that.
Fine.
But I did do
Fine.
that, which is
We have a couple
my
of new NFT submissions. More domains. GoMavs.eth now belongs to you. More tweets.
A lot of insults rolling in. Getting tagged in those feels good.
Oh yeah, I need to check that out. That's sorry about that. So while we're talking about crypto Twitter, can you shill your favorite accounts? I need top 3 from both of you, and then I need you to be savage and tell me like the worst 3 accounts on Twitter as well. The worst 3.
Wait, let me get on.
Is one of the worst Gainsey?
He's not on anymore, mate. They thought he was so bad they banned him on site.
I thought there was another one.
Oh God, that's a tough question. Okay, I gotta, in all fairness to our competition, I'll shout out Nick Carter.
Wow.
It's actually pretty good for learning about this stuff. And like, if I'm making you dumber for following me, then he'll make you smarter. Gotta shout out my buddy Wasserpest, aka Maru, who's like the pet of everyone of crypto. And everyone
Also, modding the chat. Shout out.
I don't know. I like a lot of people. I don't want to pick anymore because I'll be leaving someone out.
What's your favorite crypto podcast other than Up Only?
Oh, that's.
You gotta shout out Peter. You gotta shout out Peter because he's so mad.
Ledger knows what it is. It's Coin Talk.
Yeah.
Which is it's, and in fact, you can see on my NFT page a Coin Talk Loyalty Club NFT. Which
wait, what is Coin Talk?
It's started by two journalists, Aaron Lammer and Jay Caspian Kang, and they're just like started as two kind of
they're crypto moderates.
Yeah, like normie guys just who wanted to figure out trading shitcoins and made a podcast about it. And over time, they've become pretty sophisticated. But what I like about it is they have that normie view that I'm so interested in. Like, I don't really go as deep as you guys do on this stuff. And I care more about like how a more mainstream person would think about it.
So Niraj and Aaron and Jay and I are all in a chat called the Bed Bath & Beyond fan club from when I shilled all of them to buy Bed Bath & Beyond stock like a year and a half ago or something.
Like our stock picker. So Uranium and Bed Bath & Beyond.
So when Niraj complains either about Bed Bath & Beyond or Energy Fuels stock prices, he's just directly blaming me for his bags going down.
The Uranium has done very
Who the
well.
fuck is my co-host? Bed Bath & Beyond. This is like the time you brought up the Shopify chart and you were like, this is exactly like the Shopify chart structure. What the fuck? Bed Bath & Beyond. You shouldn't admit these kind of things, mate. I don't think you should admit it on stream.
And this was as Bed Bath & Beyond was going like bankrupt or something too. It just seems like such an absurd thing to buy.
Dude, it was a good chart. It was a good trade, Niraj. You did well.
It was a good trade.
Yeah.
All right, Allison, we need to know the best accounts and the worst accounts. Top 3 and worst 3. And don't think you're getting out of worst 3, mate. We're coming back for your worst 3.
Top 3. Oh God. I'll give it to Crypto Charles, my e-boyfriend.
Oh wow. I thought Niraj was your e-boyfriend.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, we both live in DC. We could, hang out.
Oh wow. Maybe not E.
Yeah, we'll take this offline.
God, I don't know. I'll give it to Maru. He's funny. He's nice. He's wholesome.
Wow.
So that we both picked Maru, aka Wasserpest.
A double selection for Wasserpest.
Well, there you go. That's best man or maid of honor sorted, depending on gender.
I don't think that's PC anymore.
What? There's additional roles? Like there's
I don't know.
Maid of honor and best man.
I don't feel like I should talk anymore about that.
There's like wedding celebrant person.
All right, what's your third one?
Gonna get cancelled for saying maid of honor. Fuck's sake.
Oh God.
I went on a podcast and said maid of honor, and he was immediately banished from the internet.
You're done for.
Oh God, it's so hard to pick.
Someone says the umbrella would have been a better guest. That's
Is that one of the? Is that in the chat? Or is that one of the insults on Twitter?
It's on Twitter. Here, I'll put it.
The chat says y'all's wedding hashtag should be Nirajison.
Great. So it rolls off the tongue.
Are y'all pro wedding hashtag in general, or is it the worst thing on earth?
That's some white people shit.
Yeah, I'm not posting. I'm not doing a lot of posting, so not from the weddings. So not a fan.
All right. We still need that third account.
Yeah, and then we need to know the worst. We need to dunk on some people. That's what the people are waiting for.
Okay. How about Udi for worst?
Podcast Up Only alumni, Udi, inventor of Have Fun Staying Poor. I listen to this like legacy podcast, and they mention Have Fun Staying Poor every episode because it just gets under their skin so much. So he's got that going for him.
When you say legacy, what do you mean by that?
Like traditional stocks and commodities and stuff.
They talk about how Bitcoiners say that?
Yeah, they talk about Bitcoiners and like the culture of crypto, and Have Fun Staying Poor is like core to that in their mind.
Yeah, it's such a bad look. I really don't like it.
All right, so Udi.
At least Udi's kind of funny though. He's like a
yeah, he's funny. I'm giving him shit.
Like a jester version of Brad Milscan. Brad Milscan's the worst account on Twitter. I think he takes the number one spot for me. Sorry, Brad. He was just so bad.
Remind me to send you. Brad asked me to send you a message outside of the show, so just figure I'd just remind you of that on the show.
It's gonna be a message that's gonna say "fuck you."
All right, what's your second worst Twitter account?
Man, that is like, there's so many bad ones. I mean, come on, we're in crypto Twitter.
It's all of crypto Twitter.
There's so many bad accounts that I kind of just, it's a blur.
Where does Crypto Cobain fit on your scale of quality Twitter account?
Way up there.
Way high.
It's very funny stuff.
I like him as well.
Who was that you were trying to get on the show and tweeted from both of your accounts?
Oh, Mike Shinoda. I want Mike Shinoda to come on.
Yeah, we need Mike Shinoda.
Yeah, I'm from Lincoln Park. All right, Allison, dunk on some accounts. Who are the worst you've seen?
All right, I have to go, but I'll give you one. And I have an explanation. I don't want to get shade for this. I'm giving it to Inverse Bros solely because he tweeted that picture of the frog at me, which made me realize that I looked like it. And I took a picture of myself next to the frog and retweeted that. And then I just like, my DMs have been and that stupid frog. Because I put the tattoo on my head.
Which one? Which one?
On my head.
He tweets way too much. We need to see this tweet. Can you link it to me?
It might be, yeah.
Is it this one? No.
No, not that one. If you go to my profile, it's
All right.
You know, I asked Inverse Brad to come on the show, and he was like, "No."
Yeah,
No.
Sam, just a little bit further, I think.
I'm still going down. Oh, this one.
I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Do you have time before you go to pick a dunk to win $1,000?
Yeah, let's see.
All right,
I don't know where the choices are.
if you just search at Crypto Cobain, you should be able to see them. Or at Niraj, is it AK?
Yeah, probably search my name because I don't think everyone tagged everyone. But I put my favorite in the chat for the Zoom because I love that umbrella one.
Some people have taken it. Some people have they're not very funny, are they?
They're some people just aren't funny and they think they don't get what we're doing here. They're like,
so this is the one from Stacking Sats is your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, one just like, you look depressed.
Yeah, dude, my job is fucking cryptocurrency. Of course.
Somebody photoshopped a picture of us together.
Oh my god, that one is quite good.
It to me?
That one is really good. Shout out Marty111. That one is hilarious. It's the hover hand picture from.
That was my first big hit. Was the hover hand. Actually, I have somebody sent me a mug.
Oh, nice.
It was a mug that literally has the hover hand picture on it.
Ledger, I just sent you the photo. Allison sent it to me. We've done like a chain.
On the
Daisy.
different browsers.
Is it the one that I have up?
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. So is that your winner?
Well, wait, let me
This is $1,000 decision, so.
Let me peep a few more.
The umbrella one is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a quality dunk. I love this. All right, while y'all pick, real quick, you need to know.
Wait, I found it.
You should be trading on Blockfolio. Just go to uponly.tv/Blockfolio. You can swap direct from one cryptocurrency to another, including Niraj's least favorite cryptocurrency, Doge. You can swap from Ethereum to Doge in one transaction, no middleman, powered by FTX books. It's great. Do it today. And Blockfolio is directly supporting us giving $1,000 to the best dunk on Niraj right now. So
Yeah,
we're
great.
thankful to them for that.
All right, we need to see it. The winning dunk.
The winning dunk. We need some choices.
I just sent it to Cobie because I can't use technology.
That's okay.
Airdrop things to.
Oh my god!
All right, forward.
Oh my god! Wow.
Okay, so here's our winner. It is Crypto Armada. You win.
Oh my god. It's been a long winter, okay? Leave me alone.
That's funny. That was pretty good.
All right. Thanks to Crypto
All right.
Armada for the submission. Allison,
All right, and
thanks
should we-
for joining us. Where do people go? It's Allison. How do you pronounce your last name?
Reichel?
Reichel. Allison Reichel on Twitter. Follow her. Soon to have a new job in crypto PR.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll have a job.
Comms lead for Tron. Justin sliding into the DM straight away. Justin's on straight in there.
You need it. They need someone.
Yeah, they do need it, mate.
Well, we appreciate you coming on for sure.
Well, thanks for having me.
Nice to finally meet you.
Right?
Niraj, was that your best pickup line for like how you ask her on a date? Y'all live in the same town. You could be on a date by like
Yeah, so
Friday.
I have to wait till at least after the National Guard leaves the city, I think. Or maybe so there's the pandemic and the National Guard, and then we can hang out.
what?
Yeah,
What is the
maybe-
National Guard doing? Is it part of a lockdown?
They've occupied the center of the city to protect it from Capitol stormers.
Oh wow. I didn't know that was still happening.
Yep. It's actually, they just extended it for 2 months today.
Wow. Well, Allison, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
I can't believe you brought her on. That's awesome. That's great.
When you said you come on, I messaged him like, "You gonna come on and dunk?
Yeah.
Just come on and dunk." Reply guy in real life.
I'm getting some salty messages from Nick. He's
Does Nick want to come on and defend his reputation? How
Oh,
many
I don't know.
followers? How many followers do you have right now? It's important stuff.
Where do I see this? Okay. 90.
Have we gone
95.
anywhere?
Yeah, it's going up. Still a small account though.
This is like trying to pump Bitcoin.
Wait, has it gone up like 1,000 or has it gone down 200? I think it was at 0.6 before, so it's either gone down.
It
I
jumps
think,
around.
I think you've lost 100 followers.
It wouldn't surprise me. Apparently, everyone was expecting a more spry young man from my profile picture. Not this like old ass boomer guy.
Bro, I feel you. Like before lockdown started, I was half my current weight. I had like way more hair, and I had like a tan. I'd seen outdoors. I was beautiful, mate. Now I'm like I'm a husk. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because you don't get to see anyone. Or like people only see me through this. I put like beautiful lights in my face and put like the stars behind me, and it's all alright. And I'll never go outside the house again. This is it now. The pandemic introduced me to this life, but I'm sticking with it. It's much better. Don't need to go outside. Get everything brought to you. It's much better. I'm sticking to it.
Been told we need to switch to the red lights because the number is going down again. Every time we stream up only, we go down only like the entirety of the show.
All right.
How long is this show? Like, what's my commitment here? I don't really know what we're doing.
Well, we said we were going to
fix it, Red.
stream until you got 100,000 followers, but it sounds like I might be rugging the audience yet again today.
Yeah, that is not going to happen on the stream. I don't reckon. Is there like a prize when someone gets there?
Just bragging rights.
Yeah, you get it's like the YouTube play button. Like YouTube sends you a silver play button whenever you hit 100,000 followers.
Yeah, Twitter should do that. You know, we get Jack on.
What
the
about the first person to get verified? How come you're not verified yet?
I don't want to be. Like, I don't like how verified people get an advantage on the platform, and I feel like I feel like I'm more of the people.
I think that you're worried that people mistake you for a journalist.
That certainly wouldn't help my brand, I think, among our people.
It sounds almost more elitist to say like, well, I could be a blue chip, but I just choose not to be because I want to be, one of the common men.
Okay, well, you won't like how I said it before, which is that I'm like the Buddha, and I've forsaken my check mark.
You've forsaken blue checks. what extra features do you get when you're a blue check mark? Like you don't have to see all your replies the same way, right?
Yeah, you can sort it so that you only see notifications from other verified people.
Oh,
But that's literally it. That's
It
literally
drives me
it.
nuts that they can do that, because it's like
But
that's how you get them tweeting those stupid ass takes and then not replying or acknowledging anyone who tells them they're wrong. They just have that.
It's mostly useless. So my main account is verified. My Cobie account's not verified. The only way it's useful is some people follow you sometimes, and you're like, "Why the fuck is this person following me?" And then you go, and it gives you a filter of all these people. It's like, "Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Why are they? What?" So I look at that's the only reason I look at it. But no one ever tweets. Like no one ever tweets. Oh, I got Calyx. Calyx is tweeting with his verified checkmark. Shout out to Calyx. All right, so we'll wrap it up shortly. We need to do 2 more things. Firstly, you need to pick the winners in your OpenSea to give away some more money. And then secondly, we need to give some free alpha to the people in the chat. You need, like they want to know what's going to be big in crypto. They want to know how they can stop losing all their money. They want to know why they're so bad at trading. They want the free alpha. And you just need to make a statement, like it doesn't have to be a big statement. Edward Edinger said that the main reason society is breaking down is from a lack of common myth. And the lack of a shared myth in society drives them to focus more on primal needs like power and influence and money and sex. And like, I think that relates really well to trading and our current macroeconomic environment. So you can just give them like a bit of Edward Edinger if you want. Doesn't have to be like you need to check the 4-hour RSI every time it's below 30, buy everything, because Path said that, and then the first time it happened afterwards, it didn't work. So we need some free alpha. You can get your brain ticking. You can give them a book to read. You can give them like something to better themselves, make them a more elevated, more conscious person. But first, let's look in the OpenSea and give away.
I have to
First
say,
we'll look at the pictures of dicks that people are putting out.
yeah, I have to say, I can no longer show OpenSea on the archive view.
Wow.
However, there's a really good one, which is called Cuban Rug, that I think is just worth highlighting here.
Wow.
Wait, is that what Cuban looks like a Greek god or something? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it might have been from a while back, but it's really good.
Oh, that was a bit of a diss, dude. You just dissed Cuban.
He's not gonna watch it. He still looks good. He's up there, like I think he's in his early 60s. So this might be from when he was a little younger in his entrepreneurial journey, but that's a pretty quality one, and that is from Morello.
I'm browsing this, and I think the sexy Niraj is probably the best one.
Okay, can you send me a link?
Someone also did the picture of Allison that she hates of herself, where she looks like the Pepe. So that is another good option.
All right, let me find sexy Niraj amongst all of the highly inappropriate NFTs that you now own.
I'm gonna have to. If anyone wants one of those, go ahead and browse my page, and I'll send them to you.
So is it the I am real one? Is the one of Allison?
Let's see what it's called.
We need 2 winners. One of them. Did you say one of them?
I am real.
All right. So this is one winner.
Oh my god! Why did this happen?
I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what.
This is what 23-year-olds tweet, I guess.
Yeah, seriously, these kids.
Kids these days.
I'll put the sexy Niraj in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
All right. So those are the 2 winners.
That's BF4C46. Somebody's going to have to give me proof of address because I've been getting a lot of scammers on these. So, yeah. And then, Niraj, can I just blindly paste this one in?
Yeah.
All right. And this is the other winner, Sexy Niraj, which is very good. From 09F732, I'll need proof of address. When you DM Up Only TV, please. I can't because of the way the Ethernet works. I don't know who these 2 people are. So good luck to all the scammers in trying to trick me out of $1,000. I've got quite the challenge on my hands here. People created custom Twitter accounts to try to scam us in prior giveaways.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I've flipped back green, mate. I've got to support the cause. I can't have a red background.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm supporting what everyone wants. So what's the free alpha? We need some life advice, cooking advice, some alpha for the chat, something that's gonna make the people at home better upon hearing your wisdom. They're going to accept it into their brain and they're going to be elevated to a new, better version of themselves.
When you put it like that, it makes it pretty easy. Stop eating out. Make your own food. It will be
Make your own
satisfying.
food. Are you going to release a cookbook for us?
Well, none of the recipes I cook are original. It's all stuff that someone else has put together. So I don't know if I could make a cookbook. I could curate an anthology of recipes and charge for that, maybe, or give that up. But
what about you mint each recipe as an NFT?
Oh, that would be, somebody is trying to sell a picture of one of the fried eggs I made for like $15,000.
Chat Simon say cooking. What's wrong with?
You can follow Niraj KA Food for my recipes.
Being a curator is the best way to make money off of other people's content.
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right. So what you're saying is, if people want to elevate themselves and stop losing all their money, like they can keep their high leverage, they can keep 100x leverage, but they just got to stop eating out and they got to make their own food. Step away from the chart, step away from your Binance account with your 10,000x leverage. You're going to get liquidated in one tick, and go to the kitchen and start like cooking up some shit.
Yeah, don't eat out for a month and see how it feels.
A month?
You'll feel good.
A 1 month challenge.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to learn to cook along the way. Because if I try and do this now, I will literally starve.
Yeah, that's not the problem. That's the point. That's what you're supposed to do, is learn to cook along the way.
All right. So from tomorrow, Friday, the 5th of March, I'm going to embark on the 1 month cook for myself challenge, and you are going to provide me curated recipes
I'm happy
every single day. All right, let's do it. I'm going to do it. This might be the last stream, might die next week.
Cobie's gonna be like minus 12 pounds for the next stream.
All right, I'm gonna try it. And then before we head off, chat, you got 5 minutes. Any question, ask me anything, but not for me. What do you want to know? The big man himself.
Niraj, give us a book about trading strategies.
Yeah, like what do I want to know? I don't know. I don't care about trading. I'm sorry.
How much do you bench?
How much do I bench? I have not been in a gym for a year, literally a year. So don't know.
What's in the jar on the shelf?
You have to go 100x, long or short right now. Which one?
No comment. So the jar on the shelf is fermenting peppers, and then next to it is fermenting red wine vinegar.
What's your favorite soup?
Favorite soup? Oh man, that's a good one. Can't go wrong with the classic chicken noodle, but I will do. I do a lot of stews, just any like super hearty stew, because you don't have to cook that much if you make it.
How does it feel to be on Shark Tank?
How does it feel? Good. I feel like I would really get a lot of funding if this Mark Cuban was on the show. I would like.
What's your favorite sauce?
Favorite sauce? It's between Akabanga chili oil, which is from Rwanda, or Torchbearer garlic reaper, which is a really, really good hot sauce.
How do you pick up girls?
Just show them the Twitter. You just you leave it open, and
I'm going to shout out to Messi, classic British cuisine. Do you like beans on toast?
I mean, if I was in like a refugee camp, I would eat that, I think.
Oh my god! So when Mark comes on, what's one question that you want to ask him? We'll ask on your behalf.
Oh, Ledger already knows. I've wanted to know what does he think of cryptocurrency taxes and how could it be better?
Yeah, Niraj actually planted me with a question. So
yeah, I want to know, because what I want is the headline of someone else saying Cuban says we need better crypto tax policy, because that way I can make it better for all of you guys.
What is your idea of a perfect date?
A perfect date? Just two gaming rigs and just tweeting, just power tweeting. The
I
answer,
feel like
of
the
course,
pool of potential partners goes way down.
is yeah.
The compatibility
yeah.
pool.
We're through the floor already. No, I don't know. Something where I'm cooking, probably. Just the likely scenario.
Does NFT stand for Niraj Food Token?
No, it stands for Niraj failed tweets.
Niraj
Yeah.
failed
Niraj
tweets.
failed tweets.
Niraj failure tweeter or something.
I'm still looking at the chat. What would be your outlet if you couldn't tweet?
Oh my god, I'd probably be some. If I couldn't tweet, I'd probably have like been a doctor or something like actually useful.
I love it. I love it. It's
it
like
would've been
if
something really important, but instead,
I sometimes feel like if I didn't have the outlet of Twitter, I'd be like Fernando Pessoa, just like working at an accountancy firm, writing about how the like girl in the library never pays attention to me, always snubs me, writing in my journal, and not finding any success and any adoration from my writing until after I died. I think that if I didn't have Twitter, it would be
that is a good dream. I think.
yeah. What's the top Netflix show? Shill as a Netflix recommendation.
Oh my god, I'm like destroying my brand by coming on here. I knew this was going to happen, so I've been rewatching the Star Trek shows, which is like so lame. Literally the worst answer, but that's what I've been putting on.
Cobie, what are you watching on Netflix right now?
I just rewatch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air over and over and over again.
Oh, okay. So we're on kind of on the same page of like.
Yeah. Well, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's got a lot of lessons about life in, and if you watch it back, there's deeper lessons that you didn't realize the first time around. All right. Who's the smartest man alive?
Jeez, I don't know. I have no idea. Some math genius in a cabin somewhere.
All right. Who was your favorite teacher at school?
Anything to do with history, classic policy guy answer, like that kind of stuff.
But you didn't have like a teacher who like really stuck out and you were like, wow, they're a really good teacher. Because for me, I had this maths teacher called Mr. Greswell. Mr. Greswell really believed in me and was like, you're going to be good at maths. You're going to do great things. And here I am drawing like fractals on charts. He knew.
Yeah, I got to admit, I think I forgot all their names. It's just
Wow.
gone.
I think I can name like every teacher from second grade on.
Yeah, my memory is shot from this short-term thinking that this role has forced me to take on.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
What are your private keys?
Yeah, I'll post them on Twitter for everyone.
Well, where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
I like Turks and Caicos type places, so that Bahamas, whatever, someplace with a beach.
Cobie, where's the first place you're gonna go after you can get out of your house?
Where's the first place I'm gonna go? You know what? I wouldn't mind just going. Like I've been very online, very connected through the last year and a half, and it's coincided very well with the bull run, right? So like the most important time to be online, I've been locked in my house, forced to be online. Very convenient. Thank you to the simulation programmers for ironing that out for us. So hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that we'll get to a point. The bull run will either stabilize, come to an end. Things will get a little bit more boring. I don't need to be online all the time, and I can completely disconnect and try and go back to being a human being and figure out some stuff. Go to a cabin, maybe go live in Iceland or something. So I'm not super sure. It depends because everywhere's not going to open up all at the same time. I want to go back to Japan for a bit as well.
Iceland became kind of a meme there for a while, but I still want to see it. I want to go check it out.
Did it become a meme because of the Cardano guy? Or was it Blue Kirby?
He's got to be the third worst person on Twitter, right?
There was a ton of cheap flights from America, so like every person.
I swear I saw things like finally made it to Tokyo, and it was just the Cardano guy, Charles, whatever he called, like beaming. All
right. Well, why don't we wrap it? Everybody help Niraj get to 100K. Go to
he needs to. Oh, we've picked him. Yeah. 100K for Niraj.
100K for Niraj. And also, we need y'all's help. Even though we rugged you a little bit today, we still got Niraj and Allison, which I have to say is a treat in its own right. So Mark Cuban will be on again. If you like this show, we need you to give it a review and a rating on iTunes so that we can take over these Bitcoin maximalist podcasts on iTunes. So go rate and review Up Only TV and iTunes, and then I guess we'll see everybody next week, right?
Thanks so much for coming on. Love you. Thanks for saving our stream. Love you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Love you. Bye.
Very fun. Bye.